Hey, what's going on, guys? So what we have here, as you can see, is a protest going on now in Chicago. And I'm not understanding what is the protest for? Because you have agents down there to remove illegal aliens. And I'm talking to the black community, so I'm clear. Black community, illegal aliens have come into your neighborhoods, soaked up your resources, your recreation center, your schools, and your parks from you and your children. And a president who you don't like has sent agents down there to remove them. And you're protesting against that. Does that make sense to you? You're going against your own best interest right now. You're letting your personal feelings get in the way of benefits that you could be getting. They're removing illegal aliens. They're not looking for immigrants. Don't be fooled by these signs saying protect immigrants. We're not talking about immigrants. They're talking about illegal aliens who have crossed the border illegally and come into your neighborhood. And you're protecting them. You're actually going against ICE agents who are there to remove the folks who have soaked up your resources. And I'm just not understanding what's going on with that picture. Why are you doing that? Because it doesn't make sense. And don't allow liberals to march with you who are going to leave your community and go to a nice, pristine, gated area, and they don't have to deal with illegals in their neighborhood. They don't have to worry about that. So they come over to your neighborhood, march with you, protect them, let them stay. But when it's all said and done, they go home to a pristine area that more than likely has a guard at the front gate. And you are stuck in your neighborhood once again with nothing. And why isn't this type of protest going on for all the weekly shootings in Chicago? There are shootings every weekend in Chicago, tons of black men and women getting killed. Why is there no massive protest like this right here for that, for the shootings? Why is there no protest for that? Didn't you have a barber that was there in Chicago that was recently, lost his life? This gentleman would cut hair for children who had, mothers who couldn't afford it. Sometimes he would do it for free if he could. And he lost his life. Where was the massive protest for him? It's like you guys are fighting for the wrong thing. And I don't know if you just want to be a part of something. But, fight for things that are going to, that make sense at least. I should say that makes sense. Because this right here doesn't make sense. You're fighting for people who are taking your resources. Don't you know if you went to their country, they wouldn't do the same for you? Don't you know if you went in their country, you would be on a plane faster than you could say Smokey Robinson? They will have you out of that country in no time. You're not staying over there. And you're not going to run around the streets committing crimes like illegal aliens were doing over in your city and other cities. And you're out fighting for them. Even some of your elected officials, your officials are going to ICE facilities concerned about the conditions of people who have come over here illegally. When was the last time one of your officials have gone to any prison where there's black men locked up and they're asking to get the warden, we want to check conditions to make sure these black men are being treated right? When has that ever happened? You haven't seen that, have you? That's never been on the news. There's no massive protest or push for that. And these are people you're voting into office, just like your mayor in Chicago, Brandon Johnson. He gave everything to illegals, everything to these folks, and left you guys, the black community, at the bottom of the barrel, which is where they want to keep you, at the bottom. And when it comes time for election, when he votes again, what is he going to do? He's going to bring out a popcorn wagon, hot dogs, couple of buns, bounce house for your kids. And he's hoping, and it normally works, that you're going to vote him right back in office. That man turned his back on you. He had a press conference a few weeks ago saying, this is Chicago. This is who we are. We're loving. We're caring. We take care of our own. That may be true. That may be true. But he's taking care of illegal aliens and leaving you all high and dry. You guys should be welcoming ICE in your city to get rid of illegal aliens who are taking your resources. You should want crime under control. You cannot possibly be happy with every weekend in Chicago there's a shooting. Why aren't you protesting at the mayor's office and saying we want this shooting to stop? We want police on every corner. We want the National Guard to come in to stop all this shooting in Chicago and killing of our black brothers and sisters. Why are you not doing that? But you're in the road protesting for illegals who came over here illegally. It just doesn't make sense to me. And it may make sense to you. It may make sense to you. It doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm sure a lot of people who will see this video will know it doesn't make sense. You're fighting for people to stay somewhere who are soaking up your resources while keeping you at the bottom. That just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Don't be fooled, you guys. Please don't be fooled by folks marching with you who are going to leave you and go to their community. See, it's easy to say, let them stay, when they're going to stay in your community. And you deal with all the consequences of all that, not them. And again, they're not talking about immigrants. People who have come over here through the points of entry, applied, got the green card, got everything. They're not talking about that. We're talking about folks who came across that border and just jumped into these cities. That's what we're talking about. Why not protest for better neighborhoods? Your things the city should be doing. Your roads full of potholes. Full of potholes. The city can fix that in one day. Why not protest for that? Why not protest to have the city cut these vacant lots or areas that the city is responsible for? Have them cut the grass down, make it look more pristine. If there's a lot that someone owns that's not being taken care of, protest to the city and tell them, hey, get on this owner. Tell them, get somebody to cut this yard because we don't want that in our neighborhood. Why not protest for something like that? It feels like you just want to be a part of something. You want to be a part of some movement, and that's fine. But be a part of something that is going to benefit you 100%, something that makes sense. Because this doesn't make sense, Chicago. You have shootings every weekend, and I've never seen this type of protest for those shootings that have happened in your city. Come on, guys, wake up, do better, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.